Good afternoon. My name is Joe, and this is the Lost Begotten channel. And I'm not the Lost Begotten, by any means. So I pose a question. Maybe it's simple, maybe it's not. If you were to stop everything you're doing in this moment, and you acknowledged that God was real, what do you do? Does it change anything about the way you go forward with life? Did for me. I mean, when you get past all of the dogmas of religion, and you accept faith, but you factually understand that God exists. It's profound. You have to think back on everything you've done. Everything good, bad, indifferent. Have you been a good person? What is a good person? Am I evil? Valid questions. How will I be judged? I'll be judged how I judged, right? Is it that simple? I think it is. Now, a lot of people could see something and not have the faith to go forward with understanding it, or maybe some of them just don't have the mental capacity to move forward. But you, all right, you, sitting here watching this right now, tell yourself now that God exists, and then think about your life. Can you handle that? See, I think that's the biggest problem that people are having right now is nobody likes when their parents come home and tell you how to live your life. Teenagers don't even like it. Everybody thinks they know everything. Teenagers are worse with that. I don't have to listen to my mom and dad. I know more than them. We're all children. All of us. Some of us some of us might be better people than others. Some of us might help others more than our brothers and sisters. But the fact remains that we're brothers and sisters. So is it easier for your brother to sit down and tell you, straighten the fuck out? Or would you rather hear it from mommy and daddy? This is valid. Is it easier to sit down and talk to your brother about feeling some type of way about something? Or is it easier to sit there and talk to your parent? But what if your parents are just like you? Squeaky. What if your parents are just like you? A little older, definitely a lot more wiser. But what even if you have brothers and sisters who are a lot older and wiser than you, who remember different things about their lives? Maybe remember things about past lives. Maybe have experienced trials and tribulations in this life. So they have the experience to move forward and counsel you on how they handled a situation. Now, every situation is different. Every situation is different. You know? Not everybody's circumstances are the same. Now, I'm fortunate in my life, in my line of work, to deal with people from many different backgrounds, many different countries, cultures. People who grew up poor, people who grew up rich. But there's one thing that I always do. I treat them how they wish to be treated. Simple, right? You would think. It's the golden rule. No one follows it anymore. Especially people like Donald Trump. Makes my skin just cringe thinking about Mr. Trump. But you have to ask yourself, is your soul really that hollow? Or is there a fire in there? And if you have that fire, why would you allow yourself to be blinded by lust, pride, and deceit? I don't know. But we're all in this together. All of us. Every single one of us. God's in it with us. So, how could you just sit there and brush it off? Science? There's a spiritual aspect to science. You won't get it from mainstream science. But people always think they know better, right? I just want to introduce myself real quick to you guys, you know? I'll definitely be putting more videos up. But I just wanted to say that as your brother. Is it a matter of not wanting to listen to your parents? Or is it pride?